house is filled up. Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm happy to say that I am, too, a member of the Screen Actors Guild, even though I have been on honorable withdrawal for about 25 years. I've had the joy of being a casting director here in the market for that many years myself. And let me begin just by thanking you, all the actors in the audience, all the Screen Actors Guild members, because if it wasn't for you, I couldn't do what I love to do, which is casting, and I know Diane feels the same way. We treasure you guys. So Sylvia's asked me to talk about how you would prepare for an audition for a role in a feature film. Now, as casting directors, our job is to find the right talent, to breathe life into the script, to meet the director's vision, and we read the script and either read or write the breakdown, talk with the director, try to get the right vibration and image, and then we jump into this talent pool and try to discern the right people to audition. Let me give you a disclaimer first. I want to give a special thank you to Katharine Hepburn. Does that seem odd? I have what's called an essential tremor, and so I shake, especially when I'm excited. And I'm excited to be here today. And sometimes it's a problem for me, but then I think about Katharine Hepburn, and she had the same thing, and won 3 Oscars when her tremor was perfectly manifested. So if I'm up here shaking today, just think of me as Katharine Hepburn. All right, so the great day has come and you've gotten a call to come and audition for a film. Well, I want you to know to begin with that once you get that call, we have already selected you. You can walk into that audition feeling like you've got our support because we already think you're right for the role. And then it's up to you. So how do you be prepared to do that? Well, I've got some notes here because there's so much that I could tell you. I'll try to do the best I can. Know your lines. Try to understand the scene, understand the character. Maybe assess your motivation. What do you need? Your objective, what do you want? Figure out what the genre is. Because sometimes you walk in not being able to read the entire script, and you don't even know whether you're auditioning for a comedy or a drama. It's a good question to ask. Know the director. If you know the director's name, go on the IMDb. Take a look at their work. Rent a film. Understand the type of work that they traditionally do with actors, and that'll give you a clue as to what kind of performance they're looking for. If you know what character you're reading for, you might suggest the wardrobe as you enter the space. I mean, if you're auditioning for a lawyer, you should probably wear a suit. And if you're auditioning for a blue-collar worker, you should probably wear blue-collar duds. Do read the script if it's available to you, which may not happen until the callback, or may not happen until you book the job. Your main goal in preparation is to reduce the difference between you and the character to nothing, so that you can be perfectly in the moment and be yourself and be the character at the same time. Now that requires some creative thinking, some creative analysis perhaps of who the character is, and some creative thought about who you are. Who are you? You know, what do you bring to the table? What is it that we saw in you that made us feel that you were right for this role? Be professional. I love James Garner's quote when he won the Screen Actors Guild Lifetime Achievement Award. He said, you know what this work is. You learn your lines, you show up early, you hit your mark, and you tell the truth. Very succinct and very smart. So be early when you come to the audition. Always have your headshot. Be focused. Be patient. Be cordial. Stay on task. You're there to do the audition. Don't chit-chat. If you have a question for us, make sure it's a good one. Make sure it's a legitimate question. and make sure that you're able to process the answer that you're given to that question. Be present. As much as anything, an actor is cast because of their sheer presence in the moment. And the key to presence is being present. Have your attention and your awareness in the moment you're in. Stop, look, read, listen. Be yourself. I just talked with an actor the other day who'd been doing theater in Philadelphia, moved to C.S.A, and he said, "It's amazing, Mike, they don't want me to act out there. They want me to be me." Well, that's what we need in front of the camera. Michael Caine said, if we can look at you and see that you're acting, you're not doing it right. So you need to own yourself in a way that convinces us this is you in the moment. Now, if you're presented with a challenge and it's a character that you think is somewhat alien from you, then begin to do some creative thinking about who you really are. Because we are who we are because that's who we think we are. So if we change our thinking about ourselves, we can bring a different self into the room when we come in. If you're nervous, some techniques to try. Visualize a giant zero, and like a portal on the Starship Enterprise, big enough to walk through, and try walking through it, leaving all your nerves on the outside. Just try it. Meditate, exercise. I'm going to tell a little story, Diane. I have a motto that I teach, a mantra that I teach in my acting class. I don't care. Can you all say that for me? I don't care. Now say it like you really don't care. I don't care. Okay. Okay, you want to be interesting. I know you do. As an actor, you want to be interesting. I think the best way for you to be interesting in your audition, I see you, is to be interested. Be interested in the person that you're auditioning with. When you're talking to somebody and they're really interested in you, you're going to end that conversation thinking that they're fascinating because they're interested in you. Be open to the possibilities. Life is full of surprises. Your work can be full of surprises too. Let it happen. Expect the unexpected. And last but not least, have fun. Have fun. Remember why you started doing this in the first place. Because you had to, because you loved it, because, like Missy said, it's your passion. Because this is what you're here for. So always, always in this process, when you come into audition, whether you get the job or don't get the job, whether you get the call back or don't get the call back, remember in your heart that you're doing this because you love it, and have fun. Thank you.